Yo, what's up, y'all? It's your boy Big Dog Command Room. That boy Mambo himself. Let me stop. Good to see y'all again. You know what I'm saying? 2 videos in one day. Probably release them different times, but you know, whatever. It's your boy Mambo, and I'm here with the Week 13 pregame thoughts for the matchup against the New York Giants. The New York football Giants that actually play in New Jersey. Let me stop. Yeah, man. So, these next 2 games with the New York Giants are the last 2 games of what I would call trap games. We had a series of trap games from the Eagles all the way to now. So this is the first of 2. And just like the Texans, just like the Falcons, these are games where it's like, okay, of course we may be the better team, but if we don't handle our business, we can get beat. And it's like, you know, we don't need to overlook anyone on our schedule, of course. But these are games where it's like you could easily just sit there and have your eyes closed for a second and they'll run right past you, you know what I'm saying? So this is the first of those 2. And like, you know, we need to handle our business, man. We need to do what we need to do, man. The Giants are still very similar to how they were last year in terms of the talent on offense. Outside of Saquon Barkley, which is one of my favorite backs, I feel like one of the best backs in the NFC East. By far he's the best back in the NFC East. Arguably one of the best in the NFC, Dalvin Cook. DeAndre Swift. He's one of the best, like in the NFC. Like just straight up. Yeah, the AFC got some dogs too. Like they got some really good backs, but Saquon's he's the best. Like, you know what I'm saying. Watching the John Conn report, of course, talk about how many snaps he gets. You know, he plays 80% of their snaps, and like 70% of their offense kind of revolves around him, which is crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying. But it's like, really, if you shut him down, you know, like they don't really have anything outside of it. I feel like their receiver core is worse than it was last year, just because of like injuries and like, you know, they haven't really replenished them. And then the first round pick they got with Kadarius Toney, which is somebody I was hoping that we would get, but I'm glad we didn't. You know, got traded away, and he's still not. I don't think he's still doing anything with the Chiefs, like, you know, right now. So that's that. You know, of course, Daniel Jones. We have to get Daniel Jones to beat us, but he always plays his best game against us. Like, you know, so it's like we're gonna have to figure out how to stop him in the run game, and you know, stop his arm or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I wish we had St. Juice, so we could just really just shut them down from in the air zone. But it is what it is. Let me see. But defensively, man, of course we gotta, like, when I heard the offensive line has been injured, you know, a lot, and it's like, you know, they have been struggling. So this is an opportunity for our defensive line to really get at it. I would love to see that. Love to see them, like, you know, shut Daniel Jones down, have him rattled, have him skittish or whatever, you know, and be in that type mode. That's crazy. Carson Wentz still is like has more yards than Taylor Heineke, and he's only played less games. But yeah, man. Right now they have us at 51.5 yards. I mean, I'm sorry, 51.5 in the matchup, like of us winning, and it's like they had the Giants at 47.8, and then it's a chance for a .6 chance for a tie. 6% chance for a tie. I'm sorry. Saquon Barkley has almost ran for 1,000 yards already, and it's like it's not even, you know, it's only week 13, so that's really good. Um, their best receiver is Darius Slayton. He has 476 yards. Um, Terry's almost at 1,000 yards passing. Gibbs halfway to 1,000 with 476 yards. Just oh shoot, yeah, man. Just gonna go through the roster and stuff like that. But yeah, linebackers, man. Jamin hold it down. I think we're getting David Mayo back. I mean, this like we haven't really been playing like a lot of two-backer sets too much. Like of course we had John Bostic out there, but it's like until we get Cole Holcomb, it's really based on Jamin. Like Jamin continue to keep playing well. Continue to see turnovers, continue to see making stops and stuff like that, plugging holes, run game and gaps, and we just need you to do that, man. They have a good backup running back in Matt Breida from the 49ers. Of course we gotta stop Saquon. The wide receivers, Kenny Galladay. It's a crazy stat that he still hasn't scored a touchdown in the past 2 years. And I'm glad we dodged that bullet because that's all we was talking about in that offseason, the free agent offseason. It's like, oh, get Kenny Galladay. We had to get Kenny Galladay. And he's been having injuries and hasn't scored a touchdown for them in the past 2 seasons, which is insane. But I will say this now. Do not go back to this Washington way of this old Washington way of letting people get their first little break, like their first little record or whatever. Do not be the team that helps Kenny Galladay get his first touchdown. I can see that happening and I'll be so mad. Don't do that. Don't do that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we have to stop him, especially stop him from getting a touchdown. I just don't want that to happen. This dude's name is Pimpleton. That's different. Wandale Robinson, he was injured. I feel for him, man. I hope he gets better soon. They got David Seals. He's probably like the wide receiver too on some stuff. Sterling Shepard's a tough guy. I still remember the play Jamin last year. That was one of my favorite plays from Jamin. And that was like the third game of the season where it's like, or the second game, I want to say. Whatchamacallit, I think he does a whip route, and Jamin just like kind of sticks with him. Like he goes outside and goes back inside, and Jamin stays right with him. He doesn't like get bite on her at all, and it's like he tackles him, which could if it was somebody else, like he might caught it and went for a touchdown, but Jamin stayed with him. So like continue love seeing that. Outside of that, none of these receivers scare me. Like it's really crazy. Like it's like who are these guys? Like you just like they just had a tryout and just signed a whole bunch of random guys. You know what I'm saying? Like not trying to disrespect none of these dudes because they might be really good, but it's just like I don't know any of them. The tight ends don't scare me. I don't know what happened to Ricky Seals-Jones. They took him from us, but like none of these dudes scare me. I heard Daniel Bellinger is good, but I think he's injured. Of course, their O-line is kind of messed up, like injury-wise. Andrew Thomas is good. I heard Evan Neal is struggling. I don't know. But it's just like, it's a good opportunity for us to get after the run game, get after them on the pass attack, man. And because their receivers are so, like, their receiving core is so bad, or I wouldn't say bad, but it's just like so average or whatever. I really feel bad saying all that, but like, I wish you could see this. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, go on ESPN and look at their roster and look at their receivers and be like, who are these people? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, because they're so average, like even without Benjamin St. Juice, like, our corners should be able to handle business to a point where it's like if they're holding the ball for too long, like we should be able to get after the quarterback. So simple game plan. Jack's been calling a great game plan the whole year, so I have nothing to complain about or expect anything different from him. Um, so yeah, that's pretty much it. Jack, don't disappoint me, like, and you haven't so far this year, even at the Lions game. So I can't wait to see what you got playing, man. Maybe call a blitz or something like that nowadays, like, But other than that, you got no complaints out of me. Offensively, I've been saying this every week, but it's like I don't even trying to tell Heineke have his best game. I actually want to see him have his best game, like, against the Giants. I want him to be the Giant killer. You know what I'm saying? We got Terry, who's the Eagle killer. We got Santana Moss, the Cowboy killer. I want him to be the Giant killer. You know what I'm saying? The David, like, to the Goliath. You know what I'm saying? Because he played one of his best games against the Giants last year, like that first Giants game. We don't need him to do that much, you know what I'm saying, of course, but we still need to do enough for us to, like, win the game. I want him to have a 200 yards game, like a 200 close to 300 yard game. I don't know how their secondary is. I know it's been a lot of injuries, but I still feel like they secondary is just very solid, like, regardless, and their defense is just like solid, like, even with all the injuries, man. Leonard Williams, Kevin Thibodeau. That's somebody we gotta look out for. Offensive line wise, he's a dude. Like, what I'm saying, it's like he's kind of their Michael Parsons, where it's like you can put him anywhere because he's such an athlete. He really is like a linebacker to me. You know what I'm saying? Because he's so slim, like, but he's a dude though. Like, what I'm saying. So it's like Cornelius Lucas really gonna be tested. Our tight ends are gonna get tested. Charles Reynolds gonna get tested, but it's like, yeah, man, we're gonna have to step up. Dexter Lawrence, I don't know if he's healthy, but we'll see. I don't know, man. I feel like it's a team that their defense is a team. It's something that you can't sleep on, bro. T. Crowder's a good linebacker. They have Darian Bevers. I don't know if he's been starting or playing at all, but love to see him. I like Michael McFadden. I was watching him during the Thanksgiving game against the Cowboys. That man is a sure tackler. So Gibby get out in space if he plays. I hope he plays. Anybody get out in space, like, we're gonna have to break some tackles like this game because he's a very short tackle. Like, so it's gonna be interesting to see Aziz Ojulari, see how he does. I didn't know. Oh yeah, they did have Jalen Smith. I don't know how he's been doing, but it's gonna be interesting. I want to see how their defense does against our offense. Like, I want to see how Scott Turner calls the game. I want us to be a little bit more explosive. We have to start getting this ball rolling. So before we start playing these teams like the Browns and the 49ers and the Cowboys, and before we get to the playoffs, we have to figure this out. We have to figure this offensive thing out. So like, why not now? You know what I'm saying? Why not right before we get into the bye week and get into the bye week? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. The secondary's really injured, banged up. Adoree Jackson's out. I seen McLeod been playing. Yeah. Uh, I don't know if Landon Collins is going to be playing. Zay McKinney is out. Uh, yeah. Like I want to see our receivers go off. I think this is a perfect game for Jahan to go crazy, and Terry. Actually, the whole three, the whole big three with that, and even De'Ami. What I'm saying, we'll see. But I just want us to see. I want to see us distribute the ball a lot. What I'm saying, because especially if they playing man, because you saw how I don't know if y'all saw the Cowboys game. Y'all saw how they was playing man, and they kept putting the same dude on CD Lamb, and the CD Lamb was cooking him. I want us to see how we do with Terry, one on one. You know what I'm saying? Jahan 1-on-1. Like if y'all gonna play man, bet let's do it. You know what I'm saying? I love to see it, man. Of course, it's gonna be a challenge for our offensive line. Uh, with their defensive line and the way they blitz and stuff like that. I want to see how we handle that, but it's we really gonna have to step up. We may not have Gibb, which I hate, but he's questionable. I think he might play though. If he's of course, I think he might play. Trey Turner's out, so we're gonna see Sam Cosmi at guard. Dax Milne is out. Mitchell St. Juice is out, which is cool. Hopefully he gets back during the bye. But yeah, man, it's gonna be that. I want to see Brian Robinson, continue to get the ball fed to him, see him be explosive. We're gonna see a good dose of Jonathan Williams, I believe, and Jared Patterson may even play. You know what I'm saying? You never know, he might get activated. So, yeah. Who else? I don't know. I want to see. I just want to see all of them get it. Like even Cam Sims. I want to see a good dose of that. I want to see Logan Thomas get his fair share. He's done pretty well against the Giants. Him and Ricky Seals did pretty fair. So would like to see him get his stuff going. When did we get Amani Rogers back? I don't even know. I want to see Cole Turner start getting some burn as far as catches and stuff like that. He'll be out there, but it's he's just been blocking. But I guess, kind of cutting his teeth with it. You know what I'm saying? I really miss Pete Hainer, bro. I'm not even gonna stunt. It's really an underrated thing that he's gone. That people haven't really talked about, but it's I feel I honestly feel like our tight ends have regressed. Since Pete Henry's been gone, and even with I think he played majority of the season last year. He played majority of the season last year. Our offense hasn't really changed. You know what I'm saying? It's just our tight ends haven't been getting the ball, or haven't really been been a major factor in our offense. So it is what it is. But either way, I say all that to say I feel like we're gonna win at least this first one. Just filling it out. I think we're gonna score a lot of points. I don't know. I want to say, I don't know why it just popped in my head, maybe from the last game, but I want to say 19-10, not the year, but the score. I feel like we win 19-10. It's not going to be, well, I feel like 19-10. We probably will score more than that, honestly, but that's the score that I like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not a score guy, but but I still feel like we're gonna win. I feel like we might score more. I feel like and even the Giants, we love making shit interesting. We love making stuff interesting. Excuse me. Yeah. So we'll see. But either way, I feel like we're gonna win. It's gonna be a little bit stressful because Dane Jones likes to play well against us. But I feel like we pull it off. Our defense gets our stuff act together, and our offense just kind of carries us. I mean, not carries us, but just does enough like we have been doing. And then we just go into the bye week 8-5, man. That's why I feel like I have a good feeling about it. I don't have those kind of like I don't know vibes. But we'll see. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, that's it. Like, comment, subscribe. It's your boy Mamo. Help me get to 30 subscribers by the end of the year. We're at 16, so I need 14 more. Number 17, number 18, number 19, number 20. Like 4, you just need 4 y'all. Like, just go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Rock with your boy. I may not have all the graphics and stuff like that. I may not be the news guy, but I give you some good insight, what I'm saying, if you really listen to it. I know football, like, what I'm saying. I'm not gonna be on ESPN or nothing like that, but I know football, man. I watch this stuff a lot, what I'm saying. That's all I used to do. That's all I still do. And yeah, man, like, I've been consistent with this, like, what I'm saying. I've been having a video every week, so it's not something that I'm just like, just doing lazily or just for the heck of it, you know what I'm saying. So I would greatly appreciate, like, you subscribing to this channel, man, if you do. But until next time, I will see you with the post-game thoughts after the game. And y'all be safe. Y'all enjoy your weekend. And, like, stay out the way and be safe and love your family. Till next time. Peace, love, and hair grease.